You're about to listen to our program Eng. We don't know why, however we are grateful you chose to. We do wish to inform you that the views, opinions and overall morality do not necessarily reflect those of the station, interview guests, sponsors or musical entities. If you should choose to continue, and we sincerely hope that you do, just know, we tried to advise you against these actions and we are not responsible for any damage done to your sanity, morals or ideals. Thank you. Here comes the terrible siren.
One of us. One of us. I am aware.
I am a humble man.
That you feel you don't belong.
I won't say you should follow me.
You are welcome. You are loved. Join us, and we shall reach the promised plain.
I'm not boastful, and my chorus is more soulful.
One of joy.
We can see.
One lacking pain.
What you're
we are the cult of the
choose to believe.
One of us.
Cause we've been through one of us.
I am aware.
Don't say it. I can see
you
it.
Feel you don't belong.
I don't wanna. You don't need it. Once again, we are legion. What I'm needing. Don't say it. I can see it.
Join us.
I don't wanna. You don't need it. Once again, we are legion.
One of joy. One lacking pain. We are the cult of Odd.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am your friendly neighborhood cult leader, Odd, and with me tonight is Jad the Taff, and we had a special guest drop by. Apparently, the trucking industry doesn't need him for one night, so we were blessed with his presence. Say hello to Reep, everyone.
Well, hello, everyone. It's a beautiful night here from the highways of America.
You're in fucking suburbia. Shut up.
I wasn't the highways of America, fuckstick.
Highway.
Yeah, right. I mean, we could be on 94, like, what, 3 miles? Not even?
All right, so tonight is just going to be a batch of normal bullshit from us. No overarching messages intended. No fucking trying to change your mind about shit. Just a big batch of crazy and bullshit coming from the cult of Odd.
Did you hit your fucking head today?
What?
You're not trying to change anybody's minds today?
No, not today. Well, technically
so
on
we're back
Facebook.
to shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Oh, I'm going to change somebody's mind today for sure.
Oh, come on. Now,
sure.
would we do that?
Yeah, he's going to change their minds about black men and size.
And food.
He's going to reverse it. And food?
Oh, yeah, food.
You know what?
Well, he was talking about cheese curds covered in caramel sauce earlier. Now
Cheese curds and caramel sauce, best thing ever. Trust me.
You know what? I'm not going to question it beyond the fact of bring it over, let's find out.
Okay, I will next Friday.
Because we've put you through the ringer.
Okay, no, that was gross.
Yeah.
What did you do
no
to him?
more of that.
Nah, the mocha one wasn't bad.
Okay, the mocha one was good. All the rest of them
What did you do?
Okay, so
Wait, you didn't relive that weird soda testing fetish again, did you?
Sort of.
Oh.
Okay, I've drank peanut butter soda, mustard soda, bubblegum soda, and...
we did one a few years back. What was it? Bacon flavored pop?
Oh, I've had bacon flavored pop.
It was bacon flavored. What was the other two? Ranch and...
Corn.
Corn? Was it corn or jalapeno?
You weren't here for that one. We did it.
Pro tip, peanut butter soda...
I might have had some left over and let you try it,
soda
though.
just
Maybe that's
tastes
what it
like
was.
you're eating cardboard.
Yeah.
They were all pretty gross.
Anyways, Ollie had been buying a bunch of different ice creams from this company called Van Leeuwen or something like that. And they have a bunch of unique flavors. Some of them are not bad. The mocha one, the
mocha
royal
one
birthday
was
cake one.
Okay, I didn't have the royal one.
It had elderflower in it.
Yeah,
So it had
good.
it had that same kind of oriental candy taste, because they mix flowers in. But she had gotten me Van Leeuwen's Grey Poupon and pretzel piece flavor.
Gross.
Grey Poupon and pretzel feast flavored ice cream.
Yeah, well, it had pretzel pieces in it.
They
Okay,
also
that part I
call
can
it
understand, but-
feces, because it was
Mustard?
it was dog crap. It was
Mustard and ice cream?
Yeah.
No.
No, exactly.
No,
Look,
no.
no matter what you're thinking, it's a lot worse than what you're thinking.
Now, and the
I mean,
surprising
the pretzel
thing,
part in ice cream.
And
I
it wasn't
can
just
get.
mustard; it was Grey Poupon.
yeah, and the
So you got
surprising
the
thing
funky
was,
mustard.
I'll stick with French's.
I
I
actually
I'm not-
didn't mind the flavor of that one.
You would.
It was
The
a
other
French
one was a
vanilla,
lot
and the
worse.
mustard flavor was light to me.
So the other one was a lot worse
Yeah.
than that.
The other one was
was
mac
that?
and cheese flavored ice cream.
What? No.
Yeah, Kraft
No,
mac
no,
and cheese
no.
flavored at
It
that.
tastes like somebody put an ice cube in the freezer, took the ice cube out, and dumped the cheese packet from like a Kraft box on the ice cube.
Oh,
We'll have to link you guys to that video so you can see it.
It's
disgusting.
nasty.
But
And for the record, the best ice cream ever invented is Mackinac Island fudge. Fuck you, fight me for it.
Superman.
Oh, if I-
Blasphemy.
Ooh, Superman is so good.
Superman was very classic when I was a kid, but
he said fudge. And I'm a
Mackinac
chocolate
Island
person.
fudge.
When I say chocolate person, I don't mean African American, because I am. No pun intended. Chocolate person. I like chocolate.
Chocolate people.
Shit, man, he told me you were Asian. What the fuck?
No, I said I was an agent.
Oh, an agent. Oh, my bad.
Well, I've told Ken before the first time because like we met over voice chat because he's we're mutual friends with somebody, and we met over voice chat and we hung out and played games and did streams and stuff, but never saw what each other looked like. And I swore to God, when I first saw that Ken was black, I was like, dude, I thought you were white.
Okay, this just goes into like I used to play.
You know what?
Look, when I used to play Xbox Live,
you
everybody
do
was
have
like,
a bit
"Oh
of-
my god, I didn't."
I
know
have
you were
noticed he
black
does
or
got a little
white
bit
guy."
of a little. Well, every now and then he'll say something. You'll get that little southern twang in there.
Well, it wasn't even so much the southern twang. It was just hearing only his voice. I assumed he was just another white
What do you
dude.
think? Every black dude speaks fucking ghetto like we've heard in Inkster?
I mean,
That's pretty fucked up for you, even for you. That's some stereotypical shit right there.
I've met several over the course of my life of black people who would be categorized as sounding white by their own people.
yeah.
What you mean, you people?
So, anyways, yeah, we put Ken through the ringer already, but this one sounds like it actually might be pleasant. So, I
Cheese curds with caramel.
So I can tell you what is a
prefer.
gross ice cream, which none of those were bad. I think the only one that matched this other gross ice cream I had was the macaroni and cheese flavor. But surprisingly, the honey bun ice cream is gross.
Really?
I don't even
It's
like honey buns
really
to begin
nasty.
with.
You know,
I like
with the
regular
honey bun,
honey
I gotta
buns.
be in the mood for.
But
I'm not a big
because you would
pastry
think
eater,
with
though.
like honey bun ice cream, you get like a cinnamon taste,
Like
or
a
whatever
honey cinnamon
flavor.
flavor, yeah, you would think.
No, it's terrible.
I don't like.
Like it was a flavor I've never tasted before.
It's gonna sound racist as fuck, and one of these two is gonna jump on it. Watch.
You're gonna expect.
I don't like honey buns. Like they're okay.
Mm-hmm.
I especially hate the chocolate honey buns.
They have a chocolate honey bun.
Yes,
They do?
you
I
can find them a lot in the
know.
ghetto gas stations.
See, I've seen the frosted honey buns, and I don't like the frosted honey buns.
The chocolate ones are almost the same idea, but it's chocolate frosting.
That just does not sound
Chad,
good. But
I
the
should have
chocolate
told you
moon
sooner.
pies are delicious.
He kind of is a bit of a racist. He only eats the clear gummy bears. He won't eat the color gummy bears.
I don't
He only
like
eats
the I don't
white
like the
ones.
flavor of them.
You wait. You actually eat the clear gummy bears?
Yeah,
Those are the
Those
only
are
ones
the
he'll
worst
eat.
ones.
what else I
There's
like.
there's no taste, there's no flavoring to them at
Those
all.
are the worst ones.
But no, this is a few years back. It was a different show title then. I think it was still MWR back then.
Mm-hmm.
And I was here and I brought over a thing of gummy bears. He sat there the whole bag and picked every clear one out and ate them all.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
eat the
going,
white
what
ones.
the fuck? He said, I'll eat the
those
white
are
ones.
the worst ones, though.
I agree with you, but
Man, just
you know.
Kraith is in the chat. He said, "I'm more into cream pies than moon pies," but you know.
Whoa. TMI, guy. TMI. We didn't even know that about you. Keep
Hey,
that
the
to
oatmeal
yourself.
cream pies.
Oatmeal cream pie. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, those are really good.
Those are really good.
All right, so this week has been a huge fucking content week for us. Over the course of this week, I have pushed out a mini documentary, my first ever Let's Play, my first ever YouTube short. You know, I not only did I push out my first ever Let's Play, but I shot, edited, and uploaded it. And I'm playing a game from my youth, from 1996, called Harvester. It is very much pushing the boundaries of YouTube's content policies.
Really?
This game is twisted and dark. There are a lot of themes in there that are definitely not 2022 compliant.
Well, you said 96, so
Yeah.
I gave it away.
The YouTube short that I
Graphics are
did,
probably shitty, but
it's. Do you remember those games? I know you're not a gamer, but maybe you saw 1 or 2 of them, where they used live action actors and then like digitized them.
Yeah, I do remember that.
It's along that lines.
Is
Yeah.
that one of those full motion videos where it's not even like the full screen? It's just a little.
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, I made it
I
full
gotta go back
screen
and
in the
watch
video.
that first Let's Play episode because I really want to see this game.
Yeah, and there's moments in it, like I was playing with it. Like there's one moment after you meet your mother and you're talking to her, that she's mentioned something about the girl you're supposed to be married and being sure that she's going to be good at cooking and cleaning. And your character asks cooking and cleaning, and the mother says, well, of course, silly. What do you think wives are good for? Cooking and cleaning. And I chuckled at it.
And bitching.
And in the edit for it, when I chuckled at it, the screen goes black and a giant canceled stamp comes down.
Damn. Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's 2022 for you, because 1996, that would have flew just fine.
I had fun with the edit, because I was making fun of it. So if you get the chance, go to our YouTube channel and check out the first episode. It's about an hour long. The next ones I'm going to keep around 30 to 45 minutes. It's really hard, though, because of the way the game is laid out. There's a lot of exposition to get through. So trying to make it bite-sized for YouTube is a little difficult without leaving you at a very weird part in the story. Also, the mini documentary was on Bigfoot believers, and it's doing surprisingly well for, like, in 3 days it's almost 150 views, which is rare for me not having been on YouTube that long.
Who doesn't love Bigfoot, though?
And
champion of fucking forever.
Yep. I'm in a few Bigfoot groups now too, and I'm talking to those people and trying to, get established to get trust, because I'd like to get more stories. The whole idea of the mini doc that I put out is I want to be able to go out and do it on a bigger scale. I want to talk to people from multiple states. I want to go to Bigfoot hotspots, like the tourist attractions that are there, and talk to the people there. I don't care about going out into the woods and hunting for Bigfoot, honestly. What I care about is the people and the stories that they have and the generations that they go back. I want to tell that story. So right now that mini documentary is serving as my proof of concept, and it's, like I said, it's doing well. There were quite a few people there that watched the premiere, and it's been gaining traction over the last few days. So like I said, 3 days, it's almost 150 views. So for not having, a lot of, like, we've put up a bunch of shit, but this is the first thing that I've put my blood, sweat, and tears into trying to create some sort of content for YouTube. So check out both of those things, please, because I'm insanely proud of one of them.
The bad thing is,
Be proud of all of them.
ever since I've seen Tenacious D, anytime I picture Bigfoot, I think of that movie instantly. Sasquatch is not your dad, so stop.
So
Every time I think of Bigfoot, I think of beef jerky. So
Jack Lake's
Yeah.
jerky.
I think Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or Harry and the Hendersons. Just don't put. Look, watch that movie, folks, and learn from it. Do not stick Sasquatch in a station wagon.
No.
You'll have a big cone dome. Don't stick him in any vehicle unless it's a convertible.
And Craze, I'm not so much a fan of watching Let's Plays, but like doing it, there are things that after having gone through and edited, I'm thinking about trying to do differently and whatnot. Like I'm really trying to map out in my head how I'm going to tell how I'm going to do the next part of the Let's Play. I don't know how many parts it's going to be. I have two games that I played in my youth. One's from 96, and I think the other one's from 95 or 97. I don't remember, but they were released fairly short. The other game is called Bad Mojo, and it's going to be another one that's going to push those lines.
Are you implying that it's going to offend somebody or hurt somebody's little feeling?
Kinda, but not really. YouTube is just a fucking bitch when it comes to its content policies.
People are such pussies nowadays. It's just a game, folks. It's not real.
It's not even just the game, though. It's YouTube in general. If I don't want my whole fucking channel nuked, I got to ride the line of their content policies, because there's mature themes and stuff in there.
5-6 years ago, this wasn't an issue. You saw.
Look,
the only thing they wouldn't show on YouTube was nudity.
I was like,
come on.
Don't worry. You just go by the guidelines. I'm sure somebody will falsely flag you, and then you'll be demonetized and shut down anyway.
Well, I'm not.
It's YouTube.
Luckily, I'm not monetized yet. I'm closing in on 100 subscribers on the YouTube channel. Again, it is still fairly new. So if you're listening and you are YouTube,
My first YouTube channel, I got struck with so many copyright strikes. I'm just like, you know what? Forget it.
So here's the thing.
That's an easy one to do.
I
though.
usually get copyright claims. I don't get strikes.
Oh, maybe it was claims then, because I got a bunch of claims. I'm like, you guys serious? Like, there's like no audio but me talking.
You got to put that disclaimer in there. I do not own the rights to this music.
Well, see, now here's
Because we notice they're doing that on like Facebook, and even Twitter's doing that now too. If you're playing any music, people, in their videos, I do not own the rights to this music.
I'm in a very weird spot though, because one, you can't get a hold of anybody at YouTube. Two, I have permission to showcase these songs.
Right.
Like I have express written fucking permission.
So if you got the express written permission, I mean, you could theoretically do it.
I could, but at this point, I don't have enough subscribers on YouTube to even worry about monetization.
Right.
I have to have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube before I can even begin to think to monetize.
That's because they changed their monetization model.
Yeah.
It used to be a lot easier. You didn't have to do any of that crap to get monetized.
So it's really weird.
Just let it go back to being easier. People stop fucking it up.
Like I said, I get copyright claims. They don't make me mute it. They don't make me take it out. They just say, you can't make money off this video. Well, fuck you. I've only got 94 fucking subscribers. I ain't making money off of it anyways.
Screw you guys. I'm going to Twitch.
God, it sounds like the government's running it.
Now, speaking of music, over the course of this last week, I have listened to 124 different artists and bands. We are getting ready to onboard a whole shit ton of new music for the Cult of Odd. So, and we've got stuff that's running a wide gamut again. We've got rock, we've got metal, we've got R&B, we've got hip hop, we've got experimental, we've got punk, we've got a couple of folk songs that are speedy enough that I can play them. Like, this deal with Reverb Nation that I have going on, this offer through them, is turning out to be a wonderful thing. My only issue is that I am only allowed to bring in 50.
Oh.
There is room, I have been told, to push the boundaries of that 50. Like, they can increase the number if I need it. So basically what I'm doing right now, I can't do anything with EDM, Chris. There's got to be words. I've tried to play electronica and techno and a bunch of stuff before. It just doesn't play well. Not that I have anything against the music, though. I think some of it is really fucking good. It doesn't play well for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like that style of music, it's always kind of been a more of a stranger crowd. I mean, not stranger crowd. What's
I know a guy
like it's more
personally that
like a
makes
kind of
EDM
a
music.
underground type thing. Is what I was thinking of.
But it's the same with instrumental music too. I've heard some great artists that are strictly instrumental, and all I can think.
Malmsteen comes to mind on that one.
Only thing I can think
So,
of is
no
like if you
jazz
had,
or anything.
dude, we're on at 8 o'clock at night into 11. Do you want to listen to jazz? Or do you want to go to sleep?
No, not really.
That's why I don't play slow music often either. Is because we're on at a time where some people are either thinking about bed or maybe getting ready for bed. I'm not trying to put you to sleep.
Just cracking open their fifth beer and getting ready to fucking party.
They definitely don't want to listen to jazz then.
No.
They want Slayer.
Maybe the insomniacs would like.
Well, I
just
might
wanna
want
sleep.
fucking Slayer. Not everybody will. Something a little more upbeat. I mean, we can even go with DMX, something.
But
Ozzy.
We've got a before someone says Chicago, they were house.
Chicago. What?
Detroit is the birthplace. It's a shame we don't have at least one channel. That's fair. You know,
Huh? What?
the network has been thinking about taking on other shows and building out blocks. It's got to be independent stuff, though. That's the only issue. All I'm saying is, if you've got an idea out there, you know, you might want to get in contact with somebody that has something to do with the operations of the network. But, so I've got all this great music coming in because of the Reverb Nation offer. I drastically
How do you pick from, you said you got 125 artists?
That's gotta be tough to pick.
To narrow it down to 50?
Well, like I said, I've got some room. So I've accepted 17 already. I've extended offers to 17 artists already. The way it's set up is you get, there's like 20, we've been doing it when there's 20 sub-submissions. Ollie and I will get on Discord, like she'll be upstairs playing. I'll get on Discord and I'll stream to the Discord chat. And her and I will go through the music together. And the way it's set up is you get a list, there's like 10 of them on a page or something like that, and you have a thumbs up and a thumbs up and a thumbs down. And
Sure about that.
so what you do is if you don't like it, you thumbs down and it gets moved out of your queue, and if you thumbs up, you can go back and review it later and then extend offers to them. So like I said, I've extended 17 offers already. I've gotten about half of them back so far with the permission to play and their music. What we're going to do is we're just going to keep thumbs upping until we hit the end of the run, and then we're going to go to them and be like, okay, we thumbs up this many, these are the people that we want, can we adjust the number to fit what we want to take?
So hopefully you can.
I'm working with a liaison from Reverb Nation, and he's been very open and honest and transparent about how the system works, and he says there should be no issue. I have to approach it the right way. But I drastically underestimated how many artists would actually jump on this. I set it for 2 months because I figured it would take us that long to get a decent crop. 24 hours after the thing went live, we had like 30 some submissions.
Wow.
And so every day, Ollie and I have been going through and listening to the music, and I think at current rate, let me see.
She's looking up information now.
Yeah, I want to know exactly
scary.
how many we have brought forward. I know we've extended the offer to 17. We've liked 43 so far. So those 43, we're going to try and do everything we can to make sure we can extend an offer to. Currently, there are 24 bands unreviewed. So we haven't had a chance to today.
You need to get to work.
Yeah, it'll get done this weekend. But so we're bringing in new music, and it all ties into that new feature on the Cult of Odd page here on Tap Detroit is we have our top 10. And so what we're going to do is when we bring in all these new bands and we get all the permission to plays back and their music, we're going to start throwing them in that slot. We're going to do 10 at a time. And whoever gets voted up to the 1, 2, and 3 spot, you know how we play 3 songs at our first break? And that's usually what's in the fun size. Those are the 3 bands that are going into that top 3 spot there and being showcased during the fun size. The other bands might get played as well throughout the episode. And
those will be the first ones.
Yep. And then each week we'll start it over again. So everybody goes back to 0 at the end of the week, and we either put in a couple of new bands to fill the slot for the 3 that we just played, or we'll figure it out.
It'll be an interesting idea if you're going to do that with 10. I'd say, just a suggestion. You take like the bottom 2 or 3 bands that didn't, that stayed at the bottom, move them out and bring 3 more in.
Yeah. There's
keep like the top, 6 or 7 that have already made the cut, so to speak, and then bring in new ones and see how they fare after that.
Yep. But it's all to drive traffic to the Cult of Odd. The bands will be sending their fans to like the music. And what's great is the way the thing is set up is not only can you listen to the music, but there is a buy now link that'll take you directly to the artist's page so you can buy the music directly from them.
That is awesome.
Nice.
So
cool.
We're really trying to set things up to be a showcase for indie music like we've always wanted. We have the tools at our disposal now.
You've been trying to push that for years.
Yeah. And we've done really well with it.
Yeah, you have.
It's just this is the next evolution of it. When we started this thing, when it was still called the Odd Pod, when we started it, it was we tried to do a battle of the bands type thing, similar to what we're doing now. Just didn't go very far. This, it puts the success of getting the person's music on all in the hands of the band and their fans. If you don't push it and you don't get the votes to get up into that number 3, that 1, 2, or 3 spot, that's not on me, But we are going to also through the Cult of Odd Facebook page. Once we get 10 in, we're going to start dropping info about each band. You're going to get like a link to their Facebook page or a link to their whatever page that they choose, a little blurb about them, like an EPK almost. And you'll be able to listen to them. There's some really good shit. Like, there is some amazing fucking talent out there, and it's a shame that it doesn't get more attention.
Well, I think a lot of that's just the way the music industry has changed over the years so much, especially with internet and everything else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you go back to when the record companies, you know, where bands were more worried about selling albums than anything else. You know, record companies back in the day, you know, say you had a band or whatever, and they liked you and they signed you, they'd go, okay, we're going to advance you, you know, $1 million for your band for you to do nothing but just practice and hone your craft and get better and play. Whereas now a lot of these artists, you know, in addition to trying to play 4 or 5 nights a week or whatever, they're working regular jobs just to make ends meet. They don't have that cushion anymore. And that's where the internet's kind of, it killed the record industry in a sense.
Well, it kind of helps a little bit too, because when do you like remember buying an album and there's only like there's like out of 12 songs like 2 or 3 good ones?
You know, so see, I always
now I can just buy the songs individually.
And see that's, you know, and me and Ottawa talk about this numerous times. I always like buying albums, and I still do, because okay, you hear the 2 or 3 songs on the radio; those are the big radio-friendly songs. But there's always songs on albums that you never hear on the radio that just they're phenomenal songs.
Oh no, I like to hear the whole album, but you know, like if I hear is okay, so necessarily you don't have to hear it on the radio. Like you can hear samples of certain songs and stuff from bands and from other places, and if I like it, you know, I'm going to go and look at the track list and, you know, pick what I want. It doesn't always have to be like the popular song or stuff on the radio, because usually
but the popular song on the radio
is not always the best one.
No, it's not.
Album.
But and the song on the radio is what kind of gets you to think about that artist or band.
I've been burned too, where like I've heard 1 or 2 songs off an album and be like, man, I really like those 1 or 2 songs, and then go buy the album and they are the only 2 songs.
Yeah.
Right. I have had that happen, not very often.
I've had it happen with a lot of rap CDs.
And see, maybe again, I listen to more like hard rock and metal. So for me, you know, if I go buy an album, you know, an Iron Maiden album, I'm already a fan of the band and their style of music to begin with.
Yeah.
So okay, I might hear, okay, we're gonna hear this song off of their new album, and I'm like, whoa, this is good. Well, I'm gonna buy the rest of the album, and there might be a song or 2 I don't care for, and especially with like hard rock and metal. There's usually 1 or 2 songs on an album that I really just don't care for. But then there's a flip side of there might be 3 or 4 songs that you never hear that are like, whoa, why did they not release this as a single?
Do you guys consider an EP an album? 5 songs?
No, usually that's more just an EP.
Okay.
I guess you could consider it an album. I mean,
there hasn't been an album that I can think of then by what
like
definition would be.
Genre.
Yeah.
Rap,
I
maybe, like rap, okay, I could probably stretch it and say, okay, maybe that's an album. But for like classic rock or heavy metal or anything, no. I can't call that.
There's an artist.
Metallica did an album between Master of Puppets and Just For All. It was called Garage Days Revisited. It was just an LP. It was a 5-song LP.
Right.
Where it was like the first album that Jason Newsted played on, but it was just them doing covers of songs that, you know, by different bands that they liked or whatnot.
The reason I ask is there's an artist that I found on TikTok. His name is Ian McConnell. He released a 5-song EP. It is the first thing that's come along in a while, whether you want to classify it as an EP or an album, or however. He called it, what was it? Season 1 is the name of the EP. So it's like got an album title and everything. So, but all 5 songs I really enjoyed, and I haven't had that happen in a while. It's usually like 1, 2, maybe 3 songs from an artist that I hear, and I'm like, yeah, I really like those. And then after that, it's like, the rest of this is kind of shitty.
I guess it depends on the genre of music you're listening to.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
You know, for somebody who's more into, you know, 1 or 2 styles of music, you tend to like it a lot more than maybe, you're into it, but you're not.
Yeah, Crace said, yeah, I would say the Marshall Mathers LP would definitely count as an album, but I can't think of any other examples.
No. Oh, I'm trying to run back in my head.
Well, you would have ICP had a lot of them. You know they
had a couple.
They released
a few EPs,
like cassette tapes out of their trunk and then CDs out of their trunk.
But a lot of that stuff was more. They listed them as EPs, but I think a lot of it was more demos than anything.
Yeah.
Demos, mixtapes, things like that.
A lot of that went on back then. It was so huge to tape. I mean, that's how I discovered a lot of music when I was younger. Was a lot of just tape trading with my friends.
Yep.
And that
don't let the music industry hear you, especially Metallica. You'll make Lars Ulrich cry.
What are you talking about? Lars is the one that said Napster was going to destroy the record industry, and he was right. I mean, everyone was so pissed at Lars when he, sued Napster.
They have no merit. They made Saint Anger.
You know what? We don't discuss that album, okay?
All right, we're at the 30-minute mark. We've got to go to our first song break. You're going to get Stormstress, you're going to get Wildstreet, and you're going to get Hook. And two of those bands have been super phenomenal about letting their fans know where their music is playing. Stormstress has been really cool. They interact with us frequently. Wildstreet, Eric Jake, and Jen of Bliss My Heart, they recently got married. Both of them are super on their game when we tag them, and they push it out and they share it, and they share the podcast as well. So I love them. Thank you.
I'm sure they love you too.
Right. So you're going to get Stormstress with You Can't Hear Me Now. You're going to get Wildstreet with Mother. And you're going to get Hook with I Like You.
And we'll be back with more shenanigans.
Yeah, and I got a funny story to tell you about the Hook song. Anyways, you're listening to The Cult of Odd on TapDetroit.com, and we will be right back.
Now it's time for our Patreon shout-out. Big thanks to C. Wheezy, Bryce Rogers, Justin Burnside and Zaldor of Zaldor's World Podcast for becoming a patron. Welcome to our Holy Mother and the throne she sits upon, who have joined the Cult of Odd Plus. We hope you enjoy our long, uncut and girthy episodes until you're fully satisfied and left shaking from laughter. For everyone else, you can join our Patreon too. Just head to patreon.com/cultofodd. Become a patron and reap the benefits today.
Tired of regular bar food and bar atmospheres?
Yes!
Do you long for a place that feels like home, where you're treated as family and not just another customer?
Yes! Yes!
Then Big League Brews is the place for you. Their menu is the most extensive in all of Downriver. They have an excellent breakfast selection, and they're also well known for their burgers and wings. But hey, if you don't want to believe just some guy on the radio, Big League Brews has been voted best sports bar in Metro Detroit by Click on Detroit 6 years in a row.
Wow.
They have the friendliest staff and a wide array of cocktails and beers, 26 of them on draft, with new creations regularly.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And if you're looking for work, Big League Brews offers the most competitive wages with great medical and dental and vision benefits and plenty of paid time off. So what are you waiting for? Get on over to Big League Brews, located at 20428 Ecorse Road in Taylor, Michigan, or head to bigleaguebrews.com for more info. Big League Brews, go beyond ordinary. Eat and drink extraordinary.
Didn't know who I was picking up.
Are you tired of incense that stinks? Motor City Candleworks is Metro Detroit's #1 source for premium handmade incense, as well as hand sanitizer and now massage oil, with a wide array of scents inspired by Michigan cities and attractions. You're sure to find a fragrance that'll keep your love of the mitten burning all year round. Head to MotorCityCandleworks.com and order yours today. And make sure you find them on Facebook, too, for all of their upcoming sales and events. Motor City Candleworks. Michigan handmade scents that just make sense.
That smell. The kind of smelly smell.
And we are back. So you got songs from Stormstress, Wildstreet, and Hook. And you ever fuck up?
Is this a rhetorical question coming from you?
That's a weird question because I fuck up all the time.
You ever fuck up so bad you feel you should tell others about it?
I also have crapped my pants as an adult. Yes.
I've only pissed my pants as an adult, and it only happened once.
Were you drunk?
Yes.
Well, fair enough.
No, I was getting.
Oh, now come on.
I was getting myself home, and
You were high, so you couldn't find it?
No. I was coming back from the bar,
But I was high.
and I had to pee. I don't like public restrooms. That's very
So piss
clear.
on a bush.
I thought I could make it home. I didn't
That's
have
like
that
a
far to
sex
go.
offenders list.
I was coming down
Nowadays, yeah.
I was coming down Van Born Road. I made it all the way home. I parked my truck. I got out of the truck. And as I put my foot down and went to stand up to get the rest of my body out of the truck, I just started pissing. And I was so mad.
Corked it for too long.
Yeah, I was so mad because I just couldn't hold it
What you should
anymore.
have done was when you got around the corner, hopped out and pissed on the neighbor's lawn.
What you do is be like Amazon workers. Keep a bottle in the car that you can piss in. And
I thought I could make it.
Come on, you've known me for how many years? What do you think truckers do? We've done it for decades.
It was 20 yards from my toilet.
You should have just pissed in the street.
I did.
you were outside, so technically you were like right at your toilet.
Yeah. No, so now I gotta fucking do that goddamn duck waddle to get in because, like, my pants are cold. I come inside. I fucking come down here. I throw my pants in the washer. I go upstairs. I fucking whore bath myself. And then I just go to bed because I can't deal with it anymore. Hungover me will have to deal with the consequences of drunk me's actions in the morning.
At least you were drunk. I shit my pants and was late for work.
Oh.
I got up in the morning. I was putting on my shoes. I'm like, I got to fart.
No.
Oh, no.
Never trust a fart.
Yeah,
After the age of 30, never trust a fart.
I'm going to be
Wait till you
late
hit your
for work.
40s. You really don't trust it then.
I got stomach issues. I haven't been able to trust a fart for years.
Well, I'm getting there because, one, I'm lactose, so I try to stay away from like cheese and stuff and dairy. But, man, I tell you, sometimes
All right.
you got to get a blizzard from DQ.
So this person fucked up gloriously. Okay, so for those of you
Whoa, time out. There's a such thing as a glorious fuck up?
Yes.
Second question, did this happen in Florida?
No, I don't know.
America's mullet.
You're all aware of Reddit, and Reddit has a channel, the TFU or TIFU. Today I fucked up.
You are bringing this up.
Yeah.
What is this?
No. Yeah. This is definitely okay. So I'm going to read you. I'm going to read you the today I fucked up. The post that was put up by Tyler Life. It was posted 9 days ago. Today I fucked up. A little backstory. When I first started having sex, I researched into ways to be better as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing.
He was only a little stiff.
Yeah. I read online that you can play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance.
Sometimes.
I searched lovemaking songs and started slowly curating a playlist in which I was comfortable matching the rhythm. There are a few songs to my playlist. However, there was one song in particular which actually happens to be my favorite that my girlfriend hates.
That's never a good sign.
And says turns her off in a major way. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me that she hates the song. It's a good lovemaking song with good rhythm. I feel the way I fucked up is I could have possibly asked her previously if she liked the playlist or any songs she'd want to add or change. But to leave it for 2 years thinking our sex life is great, but in her eyes just been ruined by my music, has left the whole situation feeling awkward, and I'm a bit annoyed. I pretty much play this tune every single time, so the amount of time she must have not been enjoying it, when I thought the complete opposite is annoying but also embarrassing in ways. Not to mention my previous partners, however, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her.
Your face.
It's fucked up the relationship, and to be honest, because sex feels awkward now. The other day we were having sex with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop. I thought this was perfect, and I always thrust along with the tune, and feel it gives me the perfect rhythm for doing the deed. I usually bust to this song and find it devastating that she hates the song.
Gangnam Style. Listen, dickhead.
Was he not playing Barry White? Because, I mean, he just fucked up already.
Look, guys. You can never go wrong with either Barry White or Marvin Gaye.
Exactly.
You can never go. I don't care if the song was written in 1966.
But you heard the song.
You heard it.
You heard the song, right?
Yes, I heard it.
What the fuck?
That sounds
was
like
he
some
thinking?
fucking 22-year-old came up with in his
my
fucking
God.
mom's basement.
So
It's all computer geek shit.
it took me a few days
Stick to the classics.
to
Stick the
realize
classics.
what the song actually reminded me of.
A
And I
bad video game?
No,
A ruined robot orgasm?
I was talking to Ace about it because I sent
no.
it to you, and I sent it to him because he was
Yeah.
supposed to be here tonight, but he's feeling under the weather.
We hope you feel better, Ace.
we
yeah.
miss you. Come back.
And I sent it to him,
Wow,
and I was
fuck
like,
you too.
This
Hey.
this is the only thing that I can think of. You know the movie Cars, right? You know how in the Cars universe, all the cars are alive, essentially?
Yeah.
They have a bunch of different kinds of cars. They got tow trucks. They've
So it
got
sounds like when they all wreck.
No. They've got tow trucks. They've got ambulances. They've got race cars. Somewhere in the Cars universe, there has to be clown cars, and that's the sound of them fucking.
Look, when I first heard that, within like the first 10 seconds of the song, I just busted out laughing. Like it didn't.
I'm amazed it took his girlfriend 2 years to tell him.
I
I mean, look, if you're
He
gonna
must have been really sweet.
no, I
Look.
refuse.
guys,
I'm offering him up for tribute to the Hunger Games. He cannot be that dumb.
he was that dumb. Obviously, fellas, if you're gonna bring music into your bedroom curricular activities, pick shit that your partner is gonna like. It goes a lot better.
Pick shit that has a decent rhythm. You know what?
Like the yakety sax from Vinny Hill. I'm joking.
I was joking with Reep earlier, and I told him, no, my song is Wipeout.
And of course, I immediately I go back to the the 60s version, with the or are we talking Beach Boys version? Are we talking the Fat Boys
No,
version?
honestly, good song. Timmy Trumpet Freaks. If you want a rhythm to go by.
You know
can
what?
never go, but you know what?
I have to this song numerous
Mark.
times. 9 Inch Nails is Fuck You Like an Animal.
The song's called Closer.
It's a good song.
You know what? I will say this, fellas. If you want to fuck to heavy metal, you're risking pulling hamstrings. I'm telling you this now. And as you get older, you're liable to throw your back out.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Exactly.
By
The
Snoo
ego,
Snoo.
your ego says, I can still fuck the angel of death. Your back says, try it and die, fat boy. Trying to bang your old lady to hammer smash face by Cannibal Corpse at 40 plus is not a good idea.
I'm
Why
going to
not?
tell you what, ego wins
Rating.
more often than it should.
Oh no!
Yeah, ego wins more often than it probably should. But they say, if you don't feel it the next day, you didn't really do anything, right?
At our age, you're going to feel it for about the next week.
She'll be feeling it.
You hope.
Look, man, I took a shit before bed one night and my back was out the next day, so
Yeah, we're at that age.
apparently something
Dude,
happened.
my back went out during sex one day.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I was on the floor, crumpled over, and I just I feel terrible.
I don't think I've ever hurt my back.
But I was
during
already
sex.
married at the time, so I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, so he understands, marriage is like, doggy sex. He sits up in bed, she rolls over and plays dead. You know what? Next time my wife says she wants to do it doggy style, all right, we're going to do it doggy style. And when I'm done, I'm going to grab her by the back of the head, shove her face in a wet spot, and tell her no. Smack her in the hands with a newspaper. No, no, no. And anyway, he just listens and just goes, and this motherfucker's been married for how long?
Bad.
Be 20 years in December, been with her for 22. The secret to that marriage, the marriage lasting is, well, let's see, for 18 of the last 22 years, I've been an over-the-road truck driver. I just went local this year, which, yeah, be grateful I'm still here. I'm amazed she hasn't disposed of me yet.
Yeah, so are the rest of us. Not gonna lie.
Fuck you.
All right. So because Jad is single, I decided that this story would be a good one, and this will be the last story actually before we head into break. But we're going to tell you what the other stories are going to be. We might give you one more. There might be one more I can squeeze in. We'll see. This woman was on TikTok, and she posted a video and said, "I'm never entering another relationship without this contract." Woman gets notarized document saying her partner has to pay her bills if he cheats.
How's she going to prove that one?
Okay.
Unless she walks in and videos
I feel like it should go both ways with that one. Because that means it gives her free reign to do whatever the fuck she wants and then leave you out in the dust high and dry.
How about this?
I mean...
just fucking leave!
Yeah, exactly.
Here's an idea. Stop cheating, asshole!
It boils down to just fucking leave.
That sounds like a gold digger contract because that sounds like somebody
who wants
to live a lifestyle with bills that she cannot afford or pitch in with. Yeah. And then, leave if something happens and then still be able to live that lifestyle because so-and-so is going to be paying whatever the bills that are.
Well, it's like, we've all seen these, I don't know, you call them memes or whatever, or these videos. Woman, guy's got to be 6'3". He's got to, have a six-pack abs. He's got to drive this kind of car, make this kind of money, buy me this, take care of me this way. Six-figure income. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you cook? No, I don't cook. Do you clean? No, I don't do that either. Do you suck dick? No. So what the fuck's he going to keep you around for?
Look, man, I'm a...
Look, if you sit at home... Look, I'm sorry. Maybe this is the old-fashioned in me here. And it's very rare in today's society that a wife can stay at home. You just... both couples have... both people have to work to make ends meet. But, this is just me. If a dude's out there working 60, 70 hours a week and your ass is at home, you ain't got nothing else better to do than to take care of the house, cook him a meal, and at least once or twice a week empty his nuts. Mm-hmm. Shut the fuck up. What are you bitching about?
See, the only thing I'm at... I'm very, very simplistic and basic when it comes to... what I'm looking for in a woman. It's just...
You're looking for the same thing every guy is. Food, sex, silence. Feed me, fuck me, for the love of God.
Actually, no. Jad cooks.
I cook my own food. I like to cook.
Yeah.
I like to clean. I'm just asking for somebody, a woman, to not be abusive. But you'd be so hard and so surprised to find out how hard it is to find a woman that's just not abusive.
It's your fault. You made us mentally. You made us this way. It's all your fault because you're a man.
It's just come on. I'm just looking for somebody that's not going to just try and fucking hurt me.
Oh, well, then you're going to probably want to...
You're going to be single for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. That's fine.
Yeah, the pool of options.
Unfortunately, I think after about the age of... I think after the age of 30, you're going to... Look, I think dating after the age of 30, and as you get older, you're trying to find the least fucked up thing at Walmart or something.
Yeah.
It's like finding the...
You didn't get to the farmer's market Walmart. When they open, and now you got to pick through the bruised peaches.
Right. It's like going to the thrift store and finding, the not most non-ripped thing or something.
And I know people say it's a meme, but yeah, when I was in a relationship, you look at all these people who are single and stuff, and they're just out and about. Then when you get single or divorced, like I am, and you're looking, you're like, everybody's taken. And then you're like, okay, what do I have left to pick through? Ew.
Let's see. We got Evelyn over here with her.
Welcome to the House of Skanks.
Let's see. There's Evelyn. She's recently divorced, mother of 3.
That's going a little high.
Well, see, when I got divorced, I was married for 10 years. I got married very early, 2021, and we stayed together for 10 years, which is probably 5 years more than we should have. Mm-hmm. All right?
Agreed.
And at the end of that, it took me about 3 months to kind of get through everything because it ended kind of messy. And then the fact that there was my stepson involved, that really fucked with me as well. It took me a good 3 months to get out of my own way, in a way, to just get through it.
Right.
And then I started realizing that I'm single, so I should try to date. And what I ended up running into is that, it wasn't the intention.
I didn't say it was the intention
to become the International House of Skanks. But the problem I found was nobody wanted to date. Everybody just wanted to hook up and move on.
Well, the part that I'm running, issues I'm running into are, I never get approached by other women who are single.
it's always a married one.
I get approached by married women, or I get approached by couples.
Oh.
All the time.
Oh, they want
Which
you
is
to-
why
they want to
I
be
don't
cucked.
like going grocery shopping alone.
They want to cuck.
Yeah, well, they want him to be the bull.
I get approached by couples all the time. I don't like going grocery shopping by myself.
Stop
because
putting the
I
pineapples in
always
the cart upside down. Just get canned pineapple.
I buy sliced pineapples, okay?
I'm too afraid to touch the pineapples in the grocery store anymore.
Yeah, I just...
I hate the pineapples.
So
I'd be
it
worried about
bothers me.
cucumbers.
Like, even when I go out, like, say I go out to a bar or sitting down and I'm having a drink, I still get approached. There's no safe place for me to go. And there's never any
Jad needs a
single
safe
person.
space.
There's never a single woman. It's always couples. Like, do I just have that look?
You're black. And you're single.
They don't know I'm single. They just know I'm black.
Are you at the bar by yourself?
Does that means I'm sad and lonely, not I'm single?
Sad and lonely equals single.
Oh, God.
I ain't got nobody.
I mean, I was like that when I was married.
But yeah, like, I was on...
Look, there's a reason why married guys go to the bar by themselves to get away from their wives.
So I was on
Want to
Tinder.
enjoy a fucking drink in peace.
I was on Tinder, and, like...
Oh, yeah, the hookup thing.
I didn't realize it was just for hookups at that point.
Yeah, technically that's what it is.
And what I saw on Plenty of Fish, I didn't want anything to do with.
No, that's bad too. Dating
And
sites are for the 1%, not.
so like I fucked my way through a good part of Wayne County, you know. And you know
I think
when
he hit Washington on Oakland.
I did, I very much did.
I think you ventured to Monroe a little bit.
Nope, never down that far.
You didn't venture to Monroe?
No, St. Clair Shores is about as far as I went.
Okay.
East Point area. But yeah, so I like I said, I didn't set out to do that. It's just that's what was being offered. That like nobody wanted a relationship. And when I did find someone that wanted a relationship, they just no.
Chomp, chomp, swallow.
That was one of them. Another one of them. There was this chick who like she had one of those Hitachi wands. But she had like the old school one where it was super fucking powerful and loud. And like, I heard her using it once. Okay.
So what you're saying is that thing sounded like a Chevy Big Block starting up.
It sounded like a goddamn single engine Cessna landed in her fucking bedroom.
It was a fucking 454 cranking about 800 horsepower.
That was made by kitchen.
You know, and it's never been an issue, but she was a bigger girl, and she was bigger than, what I was normally used to, and, like, there was a combination of things.
If Hitachi worked for her, you better gotten that bitch a fucking nitrous-fed alcohol-fueled funny car.
Big girls need love, too.
I could not get her off because of that Hitachi wand.
No.
I couldn't go as fast enough. I couldn't go hard enough. It was all she was clitoral stimulation, like a lot of women are, but I could not do anything for her. The Hitachi wand, because she ran that motherfucker on high. There was no low setting that she used. It went when I heard her turn it on. It went straight to the high setting.
Damn, she just fucking jumped right in full bore, huh?
Cool. More
throttle.
power to you.
Well, I mean,
less work you gotta do, as long as you got it.
Yeah, but then they're pissed off at you because you can't. How come you just can't satisfy me like my fucking 5 million sex toys? Well, if you didn't try to build a fucking construction site in your fucking pussy, maybe a regular dick will work for you.
Right. And there was another woman I dated that she was just, oh man. Like she was a piece of work. She was one of those ones that you were talking about where they were slightly abusive, very, very emotionally and mentally manipulative.
Yep.
And I got out.
There's a lot of them out there.
She sold sex toys but didn't like sex.
Was that the one that got you the?
That sounds miserable.
Yeah.
That sounds miserable.
Oh, it was.
We'll tell him that. Yeah, we'll tell him that off the air.
Miserable.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't know. Has the cultivar heard that story yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll tell that one off the air.
Yeah, well, no, maybe not the cultivar, but it's up there.
It's been out there enough.
Yeah, it's one of the Tell Me a Stories that is up on the cultivar page, but it's under the old name, the Odd Pod. I've been meaning to edit those and put them up on YouTube under the cultivar brand.
Again, there's all these toys for women. Okay, what do we get? We get this.
Oh, they give you like here's like
fleshlight?
here's a little thing with a hole in it. Like,
Right.
you guys.
Which,
All right.
all right, fine. But here's the thing. They have all this shit for women to get off with, and then they get pissed off with you when you can't get... Look, I can't compete with this shit. I'm not a fucking...
No, here's the thing.
Do I look like fucking DeWalt to you?
Isn't it really weird?
My name's not fucking Milwaukee
Isn't
here.
it really weird that women have all these sex toys available to them, but they're the ones who can easily just have sex? Well,
Exactly.
But the problem is there's a man attached to the penis.
yeah.
Well, the problem is there's a woman attached to the pussy.
Men will fuck anything, including couch cushions.
never
Like,
fucked
dudes
a
in general,
couch
unless you're
cushion.
like the 1%. But
Just 'cause you
it's
don't,
women,
don't mean there ain't
women
others.
just
You're
if
right.
anybody, you know, they can easily be like,
Oh.
I'm a woman, I want to have sex, and I guarantee you, like 800 dudes will run out there
So,
like, oh.
I'm going to tell you
You're not
what.
wrong.
There has been a lot of improvements in the sex toy world for men. I am actually a product tester, and I have a few of them that I enjoy. Let's just leave it at that.
You know, something else that's really fucked up in this world, too. This is we're on this subject. Think all the shit for physical improvements women can get. Butt lifts. They can get their vaginas tightened. They can get boob job. They want bigger boobs. You know,
Yeah, what
lips.
dude's got? Just Botox?
Right. That's all.
And then you're looking weird.
You
Can't
can
drink
get
water.
a butt implant if you want, or lip surgery. But what you're born with is what you're born with.
I just thought of something.
There is no getting that fucking 10-inch, that 12-inch
Look,
fucking man.
okay. All of us.
That's not necessarily
listen.
true.
Yes,
I
it
know
is.
We all here have beards.
There is no
Are there
fucking
dudes-
penile implant.
Are there dudes out there that get beard implants?
Yes.
That's the funniest
Might be.
thing ever.
What are you talking about? I have seen
Beard implants.
I have seen folks of your persuasion draw them on.
Hey, man, that's weird, too. That's very weird.
Is it
I've
any
seen-
weirder than watching women draw eyebrows on them?
Yes. Because
That's
at least
creepy,
with
too.
At least with an eyebrow, it's a very small section of space. When you're seeing someone who's color blocked on their fucking face,
To be fair, I've seen women with no eyebrows,
Look,
and
if
their
you-
entire
look,
eyebrows are drawn.
Fellas, if you can't grow it,
and
just
that's a
shave
large
it.
area.
I had a few female friends though that had a issue where they couldn't grow eyebrow hair, and they had them tattooed on. That I understand.
Well, I mean,
That
it's no
makes
different than
sense.
women that have had mastectomies where they've had tattoo artists tattoo nipples where their nipples used
Yeah.
to be, which
That-
is cool. A lot of times they'll do that for free, but again, women can get bigger tits, but you're born with what you got, dude. Sorry. So if you're not fucking, you ain't got that 12-inch mamba,
So here's
you're
the thing:
stuck with what you got.
there is a procedure.
But they've actually said it doesn't always work, and it might do more damage to your junk.
No,
than it
you're
will to
right.
fix it.
That sounds horrific. I want anything near my junk.
So
that's gonna-
there
Look,
are two.
I want to find that dude who's got that fucking 12-inch dong that's fucking just dropped dead. Look, let's transplant this motherfucker. Come on here.
Glad you finished that sentence because I just want to find that guy with a 12-inch dong. It's a really rough sentence to stop
I know
on.
how your fucked up mind works.
But
that's why I had to
okay,
finish it.
so there are two things men can do to appear bigger or to be bigger. One, if you're not overweight, there's at least 3 inches or so of pooch if you're fat that hides some of your dick. And there's also the procedure, but like you said, it's dangerous and it may not work.
Where they
can extend. They
it's like
basically
a,
pull what's in you back out.
Yeah, but
So-
then there's a lot of problems with that. They said afterwards. So I mean,
Yeah.
other than that, and that only adds maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. They said.
Yeah,
not worth it.
Well,
It's
it's
not.
no different than this is going to be super weird, but we all went through puberty. We all had phases where we spent way too much time in our room by ourselves. What you have presented isn't exactly all you're working with. You know that if you pull back or thrust forward, you get about 1 inch or 2 more that kind
Right.
of springs
this brings
forth.
back. The
But
old
again,
time. This brings back an old
If
time.
chick wants bigger tits, she can get bigger tits.
Remember how
you
you
ain't
s-
getting a bigger dick.
But they never look good.
Remember how you said
Some
there's a
of them do.
site for people with little tits?
Uh-huh. No, I told you about that.
Say what?
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a dating site for dudes with
Little
small dicks and women that prefer that.
Fuck, what did I know?
I don't mean to laugh. It's just...
No, here's my issue with fake boobs most of the time. Okay,
Most of the time, women go way bigger than what they should.
it's not even that.
Or when they look cross-eyed because of nipples.
That's part of it. They don't move right. They don't jiggle right. You can always tell, especially like when they're bent over and like gravity comes into play. But the thing that bothers me the most is that even if the nipples are straight, They always look like the fucking areola and nipple have been like tattooed back on. Like they
maybe it's just the way the procedure is done.
Yeah, they don't look good.
Because I know there's a couple of different ways that women can do that. They can either go like under the breast where they kind of come in from behind, or they'll go in through the nipple. And usually if they go in through the nipple, that might be where the issue is.
Yeah, and a lot of them, I think, choose to do that so they don't have those scars
and a lot
and
of them
whatnot.
choose to go to like a back alley and get it done and not actually get it done
spend
properly.
the fucking money and go to somebody reputable.
Here's the other
but big boobs also don't do anything if your face is kind of busted because it just doesn't.
That's not true.
What?
Haven't you ever seen The Paper Bag of Love?
Look,
what?
No.
What did you just say?
The Paper Bag of Love.
Nope. I'm not putting a paper bag on nobody. Because when I see somebody with a paper bag on, I think they're a Lions fan. So no, I'm not doing
Come on, don't you know they're going to
could-
the Super Bowl this year?
You could use a plastic
like a
bag, but you're going to
Cowboys
want to
fan
get consent for that. I said you could use a plastic bag, but you're definitely going to want to get consent for that.
No. God.
What's the difference between a
I
felony
can't
and a good time?
Look at me. I can't get my fingerprints on a plastic bag.
But
We just went right to the gutter, folks.
Reep and I were talking about this earlier, sort of with the like bodies and whatnot, like because I would like to lose weight. I'm heavier than I would like to be. My only issue is that currently when I look in the mirror, I don't like seeing all the fat. But the problem I'm going to run into is if I lose weight and lose all the fat, and I'm not going to like looking in the mirror because I'm going to look like a deflated fucking condom on the side of the road, you know?
I think I used the term whoopee cushion.
Yeah, no, but condom works better. It's just wrinkled and sad and saggy.
You're fucking over 40. Who gives a shit at this point? You're going to get saggy and wrinkly anyway.
Yes, but if I stay fat...
With your loose skin and old balls.
Yeah, everything's still kind of,
Well, the thing is,
poofy.
if you lose weight naturally, then everything will form.
That's what I was telling him.
I'm big enough that I'm, no matter what, I'm going to have the excess skin. It's definitely going to look like a plastic bag fell on the pool.
If you do it right, it'll minimize
That was
a lot.
I want to laugh at that because that was a funny analogy, but I don't want to laugh because I'm like,
you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. It's bad.
Yeah, but it's something that I've been, seriously considering because, I'm overweight. I'm 40. I've got 30, 40 years left if I'm lucky. Let's not make them terrible. No, I'm good. I don't.
Maybe.
I don't do a lot. I've got good.
Exactly, you don't do a lot.
Yeah, I've got good blood pressure. I don't. The only thing that has been a concern is I definitely need to quit smoking cigarettes. And that's just so I can start moving more because it's hard to breathe.
I keep telling you want to see me go on a fucking killing spree? Look, I ran on caffeine, nicotine, cuss words, and diesel. All right, leave me the fuck alone.
Okay, so you have a choice here, Jad. We're gonna give him
let our
one
guest pick.
He's not a guest.
Well,
I'm a kind of like a recurring host that comes and goes.
All right, you're gonna get 3 choices. You have to pick one of them.
Okay.
All right.
Let's hear
them. You can go with tuna fish, arson, or pole dancers.
Ooh. See, I do like tuna. I do like setting shit on fire. We're going with the pole dancers.
All right. It's not going to be as fun as you hope, though.
Probably not. It never is. But I can hope, right?
Right. So, family decides to use pole dancers for gender reveal.
I'm in.
Let's hear it.
We've all heard of gender reveal parties and the various antics that come along with them, and maybe you've heard of some of the worst ones, like parties that accidentally set massive fucking wildfires or sending people to the hospital. But this couple's gender reveal was actually pretty impressive and unique when they used 2 pole dancers to make the big announcement. In a viral TikTok video, the aerialists, one in pink, one in blue, take turns dancing, battling to the top of the pole. It's gorgeously choreographed, and the performers are not just beautiful, but rippling with muscles. The video has already received over 4 million views.
This is backwards. Isn't the point of pole dancing
or
not to get to the top of the pole, supposed to get to the bottom of it?
Well, different pole, Joel.
The real question is, were they hot?
They're not bad looking. I legitimately
muscular chicks, you got to watch out for them.
Well, they mean muscular in the sense like they're not like
athletic
fucking body.
build.
Yeah, well, they're pole dancers, so there's got to be some strength and some definition.
All right,
there.
you're not talking like freaking Arnold Schwarzenegger female.
No. I legitimately can't stop talking about this and thinking about this and fixating on this, wrote writer Joan Summers. I wish my gender reveal was two hot girls on a stripper pole, someone replied.
Yeah.
The gender reveal is available in a longer video. It was Vice News that put it up.
What site was this video on?
Well, there was a clip on TikTok, and they're clothed. They're in like pink and blue bikinis.
Oh, that's no fun.
I told you it wasn't going to be what you thought it was.
I mean, if the bikinis fell off and, they had the landing strip and they dyed it pink or blue, maybe?
I mean, let their clothes fall off. I'll give them a gender reveal, all right.
Jesus fucking Christ. All right, so we're going to go to our next fucking break. But if you're listening to the Fun Size on YouTube, this is it for you. You go no further. Like, you can go watch one of our other videos or whatnot, and you're going to miss stories that include tuna, a secret agency,
arson,
shenanigans, a brawl.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Stories.
Tell you something, brother.
With License to Kill. And a couple of others. So, like, if you're listening to us on YouTube, thank you so much for checking us out. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Listen to the rest of the show.
Yeah, you can still sign up. You can go to patreon.com/cultivod and join the Patreon and get the full 3 hours.
Yeah, join us.
Join us.
Become one of us.